What's up, guys? I'm back. And guess what? I got a mic. Don't play with me. And I can't beat it because guess what? It's pink. And we all know that is my favorite color. Or if you don't know, now you know. Thank you. Enjoy. Today, I want to talk about something that I am very passionate about. Move away from your hometown. I wish instead of this little mic, I wish I had a bullhorn. Move away from your hometown at least one time. Even if you go back, you don't have to go 5 hours away, 10 hours away. You could go somewhere 1 hour outside of your city. It is the best thing that you could possibly do for yourself. You're not going to miss anything if you do leave, okay? Nothing's going to happen if you leave. Everybody's still going to be alive. Everybody's still going to be okay. Trust me. So I've actually moved away from my hometown a couple times at this point. Every place that I have lived, I can tell you at least one thing that I have learned. My first move, which was for college, taught me independence. That was my first time having my own place, paying rent, being in school, go grocery shopping for all my own groceries, of course, me and my roommates, and to make sure you're safe and watch your surroundings. The second move taught me everything doesn't always go as expected. And I told you guys about this briefly in another episode. Latest move really taught me to like adapt and truly trust myself. And I didn't listen to my flesh. But the funny part about it is one thing that I was trying to control and dominate before I moved, I had a gut feeling at the beginning it wasn't going to go the right way, and it didn't. And I think God let me go all the way through with it, spend money, do this, do that, just to teach me a lesson and say, okay, you did all of that, and now what? Had I just listened to my gut instinct and I knew that was God speaking to me instead of trying to be controlling, I wouldn't even been in that situation. So I can't even really get mad with him. That was my fault. It was he laughed in my face. I think he kind of stumped on it really because I was losing money. But it's okay. I'm not mad. Like I said, it is what it is. He taught me a lesson. Next time I'll know. Thank you, God, for that. It's a couple reasons why I feel like you should move away. Like, I feel like you really get to know yourself once you get away from everything and everybody, because then it's just you by yourself. You don't have the influence of your parents, of family members, of friends you look up to. Like, it's quite literally you making your own decisions about your own life and what you want to do. And that is very important. It's almost like a new world. You will never thrive in life if you don't know how to be to yourself, by yourself, and make your own decisions. There's nothing wrong with consulting people, but it shouldn't be a thing of where you feel like you have to speak to people in order to make decisions about your life. The same environment also usually means the same version of yourself, also because you are around people that you've been around your whole life. They're probably also in the same repetitive patterns as well. It takes a very strong person mentally to be able to rewire their brain while they've been in the same pattern or setting for years of their life. At a certain point, it's hard for us to change our habits and change things that we do, especially if it's comfortable for us. We're more than likely not to want to push the envelope on that. Also, being known in your hometown keeps you in a box. One thing that I have learned, people do not like change, especially if they are stagnant. Even if you do want to grow and elevate, it's going to be other people that are going to be hindering you and having things to say about that and making it seem like it's a bad thing when really it's not. You're just changing as they should be doing. And I seen something that was so funny. I was watching Kiki Palmer's episode with Niecy Nash, and she was talking about how people say things like "you changed," and she was like, "and you haven't." And it's very simple. Like, yes, I changed and you haven't. So what are we talking about? Like, usually from childhood up until we're adults, we usually do and follow the patterns and things that we have seen since we were a child. So most of our ideologies, most of our thoughts is usually a product of people that we have been around, that we've learned from. Truly, I don't think I really like figured out exactly who I was or started getting a clue until I left and I moved away from everybody. And I was like on my own. That is the first time that I ever was like, okay, it's on me. Like, you don't have anybody to fall back on. You don't really have family members that you could go down the road and see. You don't have friends that you could just call and say, hey, girl, I'm about to come to your house. Second thing is there is no perfect time to move. Okay. Sometimes I used to be like, okay, well, it's not a good moment. I don't have enough money saved. I don't have 8 months of rent saved. I don't have this. I don't have that. If you are waiting for the perfect moment, I hate to tell you, the perfect moment is never coming. You have to, of course, have a comfy lump sum of money or speak to certain family members or friends or whomever is willing to help you on your journey and say, hey, this is what I really want to do. I have this certain amount of money. If you want to help, you can. If not, that's fine too. I'm not going to say there'll never be a time, but it's rare that when you make any move in your life, it's going to be perfect to the T and how you want it. That's just not real life. And even if everything is going right, usually the way that life works, something is gonna go bad. Something is gonna go wrong. And just like when I moved recently, I thought I had everything together. And then it was one major, big major problem that I could do nothing about. But guess what? I found a way to work around it. And it was the best thing that I could have did, because had I waited for everything to be perfect, I never would have moved. All you really need when you want to move away or make a huge life decision is faith and to believe. I believe in God, but to believe in God or whomever you praise and trust that it's going to fall into place the way it's supposed to fall into place. Honestly, that's the only thing that you truly can count and depend on when you're making a decision. Other than that, all of the material things that we try to have in place and we try to do this and align this and align that, it is very rare that you're actually going to have and get all of those things. All you can do is try to best prepare the best way you can and just try to have cushions in place. Some people that have moved states and cities and they lived in their car and they had $0 and God made a way. So I'm not saying that either. I'm not saying, oh, just get up and be whimsical and go with $0 and don't have anything. God will send you destiny helpers, people that you don't even know, to help you. And you may not ever see them again, ever in life. I just want to bring this point up really quick. Destiny helpers. Fantasia. I'm sure everybody knows the queen, Fantasia. Fantasia Barrino won American Idol. If you seen her movie, then you saw where I think she was late or they wouldn't let her inside. It was one of the two things. First security guard wouldn't let her in. He was like, ma'am, we can't let you through. Thanks be to God. It was a janitor out there that remembered her from when she first started coming to the finals to sing. And he was like, little lady, what's going on? And she was like, I can't get through. They won't let me in. I don't know what's going on. I told him that I was one of the finalists. He pretty much told her, baby girl, with that voice, you were meant and destined by God to be here. You were supposed to be on that stage. But the funniest part about this story is, and I believe Fantasia said this, Fantasia has never seen him again in life. He quite literally changed her life. And I think she was looking for him as well. I think she put out, like, a post or something, and he very much well could still be alive. But the point of that is God put him in Fantasia's way. God made sure that specific janitor was there at that specific time to open the door for Fantasia, because that was something that he wanted for her life. So if God wants something for you, he will absolutely make a way for you. And I want to say this. I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to say, oh my God, you move away, all your problems are gone. Everything's going to be lilies and rainbows. And I'm not saying that. Moving away is not a fix. It's not, because even if you move away, you still are taking yourself. You're taking everything with you. That be your trauma, your ideologies, things that you've been through in life. You don't want to sell wolf tickets. I'm not trying to sell wolf tickets, please. I don't know anybody that has ever moved or did something that was out of the ordinary for their life and it did not change their perspective, or it did not change something about the way they look at life and think, be it good or bad. I don't care what anybody says. If anybody is stopping you from doing something that you truly want to do, if that be moving away, starting a new job, when somebody is vehemently, very much eager to talk you out of it, that's a problem. I don't care who it is, mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, granddaddy, does not matter. You don't always have to take everybody's opinion and advice either. Go with your own decisions, especially if you feel it in your gut. We have a gut instinct for a reason. So yeah, I've moved 3 times and moving has not fixed my life, but it definitely has changed the way I see life. And guess what? Even if you go back home, that is okay. you will not be the same person that left home. And that is something that everybody should experience, point blank, period. And you don't have to stay gone for years. You might just want to go explore a new city for 6 months and then move back home. And you're not a failure if you have to go back home and regroup. Because I felt like that. I was like, when I move, I'm never going back. I don't want to go back. But guess what? One thing about it, you always end up exactly where you're supposed to be as well. So if you do end up having to move back home or go back home, more than likely it's for a reason. You're not a failure if you move away and you realize, okay, I've moved. I got a taste of that. I miss my family. I miss my friends. I want to go back home. It's nothing wrong with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I really hope my mic did good. This episode, or you like what I have to say, just leave me a comment. Let me know if it's something else that you would like me to talk about specifically. But I really did want to talk about this because I feel very, very strongly about this topic. So I hope you guys have a great day, and very much appreciate y'all for watching my episode, for watching my podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll get up with you guys later. Mwah!